guys, welcome back to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll talk about sorting. If we wanted to arrange the elements, let's say if you have a list of integers and those integers are in order like 100, then you have 20, then you have 57, then you have another one called 31. And if you go ahead and arrange it or sort it, then you can use this sort method in order to sort it, and the output of this particular list after sorting will be 20, then it will be 31, then it will be 57, then it will be 100. So if you have a list of string, let's say you have a list here of string, and let's say it has Ram, then it has Sham, and then let's say it has Farida. So what will it look at? It will look at particular dictionary order or alphabetical order. And if you say I want to sort it, so how will it do it? It is going ahead and sort them in the alphabetical order. So first thing will be F. So F comes first. So it will go ahead and display Farida first. Then R comes next. So R comes next. So it's going to go ahead and display R here. Then S comes. Then it's going ahead and display third element, that is Sham. So if you sort it, it is generally going to sort in the order like if it is integer, it's going ahead to follow the same pattern. And if it's string, it's go ahead and do it in the alphabetical order. So similarly, let's go ahead and talk about how to use this sort method. So let's say I am creating a list of string, and the name of my list is colors. It's a new list, and I am trying to define it right here. Instead of saying add this one by one, I'm going ahead and say yellow. The next color I'm going is red, and the third element is green. So I have created a list which has these three elements. So now let me go ahead and display my list. I had not done any sorting so far. So my elements in my list are so this okay, the name of my list is color. So let's say colors. And now I'm going ahead and say system.debug, and now it will display me all the elements in which I have added. So the first will be yellow, then will be red, and then will be green. So yellow, red, and green. There is no sorting, nothing, because Y does not comes before R, so there is no sorting here. So now what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and display each element. So right now what happened is, the yellow was added at index 0. So let me take a marker. Yeah. So this is my list. And yellow is at index of 0, red is at index of 1, and green is at index of 2. So let me go ahead and display each element with their indexes. So system.debug color at index 0. Color at index 0. So what I'm going to do is colors. Either I can use the get method or I can use the array notation. So whatever you think, you can go ahead and use. So this one, similarly, I'm going ahead and display all the indexes at index of 1. Here also it will change to 1. And then I have index of 2. So now what will be there at index of 0? Yellow will be there. At index of 1, it would be red. And at index of 2, it would be green. So now I have added all these 3 elements in my list, and the name of my list is colors. There is no sorting. So far, we haven't done any sort. Now what I'm going to do is, now I am going ahead and call the sort method on my list. So once I do the sort method on my list, what will it do? It will arrange them in the alphabetical order. So what will it do? The first thing would be green, the next would be red, and the last would be yellow. This is how it would sort the list in the alphabetical order. So this time if I go ahead and see what will be the index 0, what will be that index of 1, and what will be at index of 2. So let's see that. So it will change. They won't remain same. Now at index of 0, it would be green. And at index of 1, it would be red. It would be same because red comes. And at next of 2, it would be yellow. After this sorting, colors at index 0 after sort. So that's I'm going ahead and after sort, what will happen? So once you call the sort method, it will arrange them in the alphabetical order because it's a list of string. So let's go ahead and execute and see if it matches what we have shown. So let's go ahead and click the execute button. Go back to the debug and open our anonymous window. So the first time it would display the everything. At this particular line, it will display all the different colors that you have it in the list and in the way you have added them. And then I said at index of 0, it is yellow because you have not doing any sorting. At index 1, it is red, and index of 2, it is green. So now you have done the sort. Now what will happen is, since the green comes before red in the alphabetical order, so the index of 0 will be green. Then at index of 1, it would be red. And since y is the last one, so that's why it would be at the end. So at index of 2, it would be yellow. This is how the sorting works. Now let's say you are creating a list of integers. So I will say list of integer. So I have shown you that how to do the sorting on the string. Now let's go ahead and create a list of integer. So let's say I will say the name of my list is my list is equals to new of list. It is of integer type, and I am directly going to add elements. So I'm saying 100, 34, 80, then 79. These are the elements that I am going to add in the list. So if I go ahead and display my list, it will say my list has following items. Now it will say go my list. So what will be the output at this point of time? It will just display all the elements in the order they have been added. So the first is 100, then 34, then 80, then 79. Now what is at index of 0? At index of 0, it would be 100. So 100 would be at index of 0, then 34, then 80 would be at index of 2, then at index of 3 there would be 17. So the order in which they have added, that they have their indexes. So right now I haven't done any kind of sorting. I haven't done any sort. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going ahead and make sure my index position is right. So I'm going ahead and display each element at particular indexes. So I will say element at index 0. So I will say I can use the get method or I can directly use the array notation. 0. Similarly, I will go ahead and display, since I have 4 element, so I will go up to 3. So it will go ahead at index of, then at index of 1, index of 2, then index of 3. And here also I will switch 1, 2, and then 3. So now I'm going ahead and hit the comment. Yeah. It will display the order in which I have added. I have not done the sorting. So let me just open it, debug only. Yeah. So the first line, it will display all the elements 100, 34, 80, 79. Then at index of 0, it will be 100. Then it is 34. At index of 2, it is 80. And at index of 3, is it 79. It is 0. The 0, 1, 2, and 3. These are indexes and these are numbers. So please don't get confused. Let me just add the colon here, so you don't get confused. And let me execute it one more time. So this time, if you go ahead and go the debug only, at index of 0, you have 100. At index of 1, you have 34. At index of 2, you have 80. And at index of 3, you have 79. Hundred, 34, then 80, then 79. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going ahead and call the sorting on the particular list. So I'm going ahead and call the sort method. So in order to do that, my list dot of sort, and since it's a list of integer, automatically it will arrange itself in the order which is the smallest and the largest digit and those so forth. So now if I go ahead and display this after the sort. So here I will say at index of 0 after sort, then after sort, index 2 after sort, and index 3 after sort. So what will be at index 0? It will be 34, because 34 is the lowest number. Then you have at index of 1, it would be 79, because 79 is the second lowest number. Then you have a 34, 79, then you have 80, and then it will be 100. So it has arranged them in the order from lowest to the highest. So let's go ahead and see if our answer matches. So I'm going ahead and hit the execute button. So I repeat, wait, go to debug only. Yeah. So I repeat here. At this point in time, it was 100, then 34, then 80, then 79. After you have called the sort method, the order has been changed. The first number is 34, then 79, then 80, and the last number is 100. So after sorting, order has been changed. It has been arranged in smallest to largest order. So let's erase this and see the output. This is the output. So first time it is going to display all the elements, then 100, 34, 80, and 79, the way I have added the elements. Then it has arranged the list in the order. So first time it will be 34, then we have 79 after the sorting, then it has 80, and then it is 100. So the sort method usually sort in the way, if it is integer, it will range from lowest number to the highest. If it's a string, from the alphabet in the order how the alphabet appears. So the first alphabet is A, B, C, D, and then so on. So that's how the ordering will be done. So let's meet in the next tutorial. Till then, have a good day. Bye.